You calling the girl bitches. You saying she dumb and stupid. But what does that make you? What's up, my ray of sunshines? Yes, this is Ebony P. That is me, and I am back for another video for you guys. Yes, it has been a little while, not too long this time, but I had to, and I have some other videos coming. Don't worry about it, but I had to get this video out to you guys because I've had a lot of things. Well, not me personally, but there has been a lot of things going on in these YouTube streets, as people like to say. And as you can see from the title, you already know we're about to talk about what's about to go down, and you just know. Excuse me if I keep looking this way like this. My camera has been in my camera's been getting on my nerves. If you couldn't tell for the last few videos, my camera's been getting on my nerves. I'm in the process of getting a new camera. And sometimes it just shuts down for no reason. It hasn't been doing it lately, but I glance over every so often to check to see if it's still recording, because the last time I did this, I was recording for like 15 minutes and I checked over and it wasn't even recording. So if you see me glance over, I'm not a rookie. I'm not looking crazy. I'm just checking to see if it's still recording. So anyway, I digress. So as you can see, like I said, from the title of this video, we're going to be talking about Liv and what's going on with the poor darling, okay? Because Liv has been dragged through hell and back. She always has. And this this is where I'm going with this, y'all, because let me start by saying this. Liv has been through a lot. And we only get a portion of her life. This is the YouTube world. You know what I mean? We don't know the rest of her life. We know a lot of her life because she puts a lot out of there, a lot out. But we don't know all of her life. Now, the portion that she puts out there, of course, is dramatic. It is the drama-filled portion of it because it's YouTube. This is how she makes her money, her income. So not all people want the drama-filled life all on YouTube, but of course she does, because that's how she started to grow. Once you start to grow your channel, you figure out where your niche is, and that's just her daggone niche. You know what I mean? So a lot of people get on her about, you shouldn't put that much out there, or you shouldn't say that, or you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't show that. But that's her niche. So once again, once you find your niche, you kind of stick with it, and that's just what she has done. So now that I've said that, let's get into it. So Liv, I have a message for you. If you ever see this video or not, it doesn't matter. But this is my message to you. Sorry, you guys, if y'all hear any knocking or anything like that, mom life, she knows, y'all know, it is what it is. I'm in the basement and they're upstairs running around like they don't have no sense. Liv, this is my message to you. I'm so glad that at this point you have come to some type of realization of what's happening in your life with your ex. And hopefully at this moment, he's actually your ex. I rooted for you and Gerard for so long just because, like you, I wanted y'all to have that family unit. But this was way before I knew the ins and outs, way before you told us about the abuse, not the narcissistic abuse, but the physical abuse. This was way before we knew all the ins and outs of how he talked to you, how he really treated you on the back end. This was before, when you was just showing the YouTube version of y'all relationship. You know what I mean? I rooted for y'all hard because I wanted y'all to have that family unit. You know what I mean? And I wanted you to be happy because you could tell that you were your happiest when y'all were together and y'all were good. You could just tell you were two different people when you were not together and when you were together and happy. So I rooted for y'all for a long time. But I'm so glad that he's no longer in your life. But I just hope that this time was the time for you to really understand that he needs not to be in your life in that manner. Also, I'm so glad that you did mention that you were in some type of therapy or something like that. I hope that is the truth. And I hope that If nothing else, that you work through things for yourself in your life so that you can have some type of enlightenment with everything else that's going on. As far as your relationship with him, as far as him in general, as far as your relationship with your father, as far as, just other aspects in your life. So you can work through yourself and things within you so that everything else can be more bright and you can see the light on everything else. You know what I mean? Because we should all do that. But in your case, now is the time to do that, because if this last episode didn't tell you that you needed to do that, I don't really know what will, because you've already been through the physical, you already been through the mental, you already been through the emotional. So if this last thing didn't do it, I don't know what will. And you've been through so much that anybody would deserve better. Point blank. Anybody would deserve better. I don't care if you don't like her. I don't care if you think she's stupid. Because she's made some remarks where I was like, sis, you're making yourself look real stupid right now. And I wish you were my friend so that I can talk to you like personally, and I could have that like big sister effect on you. Because you're making yourself look real dumb right now. You know what I mean? That you need that. I mean, you have a sister, you have a mother, but you need somebody in that time of need instead of YouTube to be like, sis, don't, no. You know what I mean? And I'm going to give you one example of that. A recent video she did when she was, when she took Gerard's phone recently, when Gerard came over there being an asshole, bouncing back and forth between the next victim, and poor the other girl, whoever that is, because she probably has no clue what she's gotten into. I'm sorry, I keep saying I'm just thinking about how much of an asshole a person can be. So she took Gerard's cell phone while he was sleeping at her house. She found out what his passcode was. Now, mind you, he has a whole double life at this point, because Gerard and Liv is basically separated. They're still married, but they're separated. She keeps saying broken up, but you can't be broken up in a marriage. You're separated. So they're separated. And he's basically living with another complete female, right? She moved her and her kids down there to be close to him, or that's what she said. That was her excuse to why, so that he could be close to his kids, because basically he hasn't seen them in months, and she needs the help. That, if nothing else, she needs the help. And then a whole nother issue happened with her leaving the kids with him, but that's a whole nother video. So anyway, something happened between him and the girl. I'm guessing they got into some type of argument or something, and he decided, oh, well, I can leave because I have somewhere to go. And he did. It was Liv's house. So when he went to Liv's house, he, slick talk, that narcissism came out. Liv took it because Liv basically was saying, we can go to counseling. We can, the whole marriage thing. Let's try to make something work. And, he was like, okay, for the moment, let's get it. Just because something else was going on the back end of his other girlfriend while he's married, which is, once again, a whole nother video. So while he was asleep, she said something was going on, woman instinct or whatever, womanly instinct. So she took his phone, tried to figure out his passcode, and it was her birthday. Once again, whole nother video. So once she figured it out, she went through his messages and found out about the other girl, found out that he's basically living with her, found out that she knows about Liv and Liv's YouTube channel, found out that Gerard is basically saying that he loves this girl. The girl's telling him, oh, so you're just not going to come home for 2 days straight, because he's basically been at Liv's house all weekend. Like, all this stuff. Then at the end, she goes on to say some crazy stuff. So this is the part where I just want to give y'all a little bit backstory of the video, because the video is like, I don't know, almost 10 minutes, if not longer. So this is the stupid stuff that she said to make me want to just give her a hug and talk to her. Seriously, heart to heart. She was calling the other girl stupid over and over again, calling her dumb, calling her stupid. First of all, sis, don't do that. You cannot call the other girl stupid just because she's in a relationship with a man, a married man that's separated from his wife that was originally states away. You just got there. She has no idea what, and you have no idea. Neither one of y'all have no idea what this asshole is basically telling y'all. He could be telling her one thing, telling you something completely different. You already know he's a narcissist. You already know how he is. So he could be telling her one thing, giving her a whole world. Not a story, but a world, honey. Giving you a whole world, which is Jupiter, giving her Mars, which is light years away. You know what I'm saying? And then be living on Earth. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get that analogy? Literally giving her Mars, giving you Uranus, and living on Earth. But yet you call her stupid. Then you're saying, how dumb can you be knowing that he's a married man? How stupid can you be calling and texting him knowing that we're married, knowing that he's most likely over here with his wife, knowing that he just ate my hoo-ha and my butt and this and that. And I'm like, why would you say something like that? And then she was like, well, he probably ate yours too. So, you know, and then in the next video, she was saying something like, hey, bitch, hey, you know, since you the girlfriend, you're my girlfriend too. You calling the girl bitches. You saying she's dumb and stupid. But what does that make you? You know that your husband has a whole girlfriend, but yet you still let him come over to the house all weekend and did what you did with him. What does that make you? Am I missing something? You married this man. You decided to marry him. You say you take full responsibility for that. You the one that decided to be with him for this long, knowing how he was. You say you take responsibility for that. You had 3 kids with this man. You say you take responsibility for that. And that's honorable, taking responsibility for that. But then you need to also take responsibility for keep letting him back in your life, as far as not back then, but even as far as recently. Also, you need to take responsibility for going through his phone, because you already knew what was going on before you left Florida. You knew that he was seeing someone. You knew that he had a girlfriend before you left Florida because you mentioned it. You just didn't have any verification of it because he was such a narcissist. He was probably turning things around, right? Making it seem like he didn't, or making it seem like if he did, it wasn't nothing, because he's still doing that, because you mentioned that too. Making it seem like when you confronted him that he said that, oh, she don't mean nothing and this and that and that and this. You have to take responsibility for some of that, boo, because you went searching and you found what you wanted to find. So you can't call her stupid. You can't call her dumb. You're a part of that stupidness. You're a part of that dumbness. To not be stupid or dumb in a stupid and dumb situation, the only thing you can do is eliminate yourself. That's the only thing you can do. But you need to learn how to eliminate yourself permanently. That whole bouncing back and forth like a ping pong ball, that right there will get yourself in situations that you can't get your behind out of. Do you understand? I'm serious. That's my message to Liv. Liv, I love you, girl. I love everybody on this platform. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to complain. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm just here to love you and give you some direction. We do not have it all. I am not perfect, nowhere near. But if I have some type of insight or some type of direction or some type of something, I'm going to try to give it. I know, and I did this video, you guys, and I know this is getting long and I'm going to hurry this up. I did this video to you, Liv, and to the YouTube world, because there's a lot of bashers out there. And there's only a few people out there that will give advice, or be loving. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be all sugar-coaty. I'm not that type of person. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it to you like it is. And I'm gonna tell you if you're being stupid, you're being stupid. I'm gonna tell you if you're not, and you know what I'm saying, you need to do this, you need to do that. But I'm not out here to bash you either. You know what I mean? I want to tell you, hey, you're wrong, so you need to do X, Y, and Z to help. Or you're right, so you should do Z, T, and D, and then that should put it together. You know what I mean? So this is more of a big sister video to you, Liv. And what inspire me to do this video was that I saw a video on Liv. There's millions out there. I mean, there's so many out there bashing this girl. I mean, do what you need to do, you know, to make your coin, I guess. You know, and I'm not bashing them. Once again, you find your niche, you stick with it. That's what make you your coin. Do your thing. But this one reactor that I watch often, she did a video, and it was a video to Gerard. And it was like, and I watched some of it. I couldn't even watch all of it. I couldn't get through it because I was like, she literally made a video to Gerard basically saying, like, everything that Liv went through with him was like her issue, her fault, because she could tell that she, you know, likes to push people, and I was like, you don't know people's situation. Why would you ever say something like that to somebody that's been, like, you've seen the videos, you've heard the recordings, you know what I'm saying? As a reactive, you've seen all the videos, you've heard all the recordings, you've seen what has happened. Why would you do? It's almost like seeing a man punch a girl in the face and then tell the man, well, she shouldn't have talked to you like that. Like, what? And once again, I'm not taking sides, but I've seen the videos, I've heard the recordings, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm going off a whim, and it's not like I'm like, oh, you know, he did this, so, you know, he's a total abuser and did it. I'm not saying that only because I don't know 100% of neither one of their lives. I'm just going off of what I've seen. You see what I'm saying? That's all you could do. So from what I've seen, I just can't understand that concept of where she was coming from. But once again, I don't have to. It ain't my business. I mind my business. I drink my water and I give what I give. Alright, so this is the end of this video because I don't even know how long this video is. Once again, my camera is doing its own thing. It usually tells me, but whatever. So, I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what to do. Hit the bell button for more because more is coming. I'm sorry, you guys. I know this was a lengthy video, but I had to get it off my chest because I meant to do a video a long time ago like this, but yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. There's a few more coming. Like I said, I have another video that should be uploaded probably tomorrow, so look for that. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.